Hey everyone, I'm making you another screencast video to provide further instructions for the annotated bibliography number 2. So like the first one, just to remind you that this is a signature assignment that's introduced throughout our entire program, and every instructor is going to share different instructions around these annotations. Again, the more formal and more common way annotated bibliographies are understood really come at the end of this assignment, where I have already created a list of all of the articles that you can use for your future papers, and they're in APA 6th edition citations. So please make sure that you are staying organized and keeping this in a folder, and that you are just keeping some quick notes and quotes that you want to take to your formal papers for any class throughout our program, or even in your future work, or something to hold on to for your teaching. But of course, I would feel remiss to also, and I think this is great for adult learners or for formal papers when we teach in the middle school and high school, but I don't think that they're the be-all end-all the way that these are structured. I really believe that there are other types of ways that we can make meaning of the readings that can be even more engaging, that also allow us to assess the articles, reflect, and summarize. So one of the literacy strategies that I want to introduce you to this time is called the conversational roundtable. And this is a graphic organizer that I have used before when I was a middle school teacher. So I invite any of you to use this in your own current classroom or future classrooms with your students. And in particular, what I really like about the conversational roundtable, because I really believe that there are multiple perspectives about every topic, whether you're in science, math, social studies, and so on. This graphic organizer allows students to identify a particular topic and to gather information in these different boxes from different perspectives, different authors who weigh in about the same concept or topic. So that's essentially it. And for you to practice this yourself, if this is new to you, I want you to engage with the conversation roundtable with several of readings and videos that I have for you this time. And our central idea that you are having a conversation roundtable around is the topic of building community that we've been exploring in class. I really think that this is such a critical idea in our classrooms, that's why we're spending a lot of time with it. And I want you to read some of my favorite articles and watch some of my favorite videos surrounding building community. So for the first roundtable, you're going to actually create 2 of these, and you are welcome to copy and paste this, or just duplicate this, or create even your own table that looks like this. I never want the technology tools to ever get away from your content learning, but you should be able to put a text box in and write. And I really want you to keep each table to about 1 page. If you have to spill over, that is fine, but I really don't want you to get so caught up in all the writing for this assignment, more the thinking. So here we go. So going back to your first table, you're going to do it on building community. So that means that this circle, let's see, I can move this box here in the circle, and it's going to be building community. So that goes in the center, building community. And then if you go up here, you have 2 articles to read and 4 videos to watch. And these are all pretty brief. So hopefully this goes pretty speedy for you. And they're all giving you different ideas, different definitions, and different understandings around building community. And specifically, when you get down to the circle, you write, and I also want you to write in social justice, because I want you to think about how social justice is also comes through in these pieces. So in the top left box, you're going to write write the different perspectives that you are learning from the article by Alverman et al., Creating a Favorable Learning Environment. In the left bottom box, so again, you climb down here, the left bottom box will go the Building a Community of Learners by Daniels and Zellerman. And then in the top right box, you will put the Mr. Right video. And then the top bottom box, again, going down here, you will put the rest of the 3 videos because they all focus on 3 different students that have tried to build community in their schools and social justice. So I want you to see it from the adolescent's perspective as well. So capture, so everyone says, well, what do I write in these boxes? Just being, it's what resonates for you. Find some quotes, direct quotes. Find some examples and evidence that support the idea that you are connecting to the concept of building community and social justice, and that you're grabbing some different ideas from all of these pieces, and make it really evident to me that you viewed these videos and that you read these articles, because anyone can share their opinion about this concept without even doing all this work. So you got to really prove to me that you dug into this, and you can do that without going on pages and pages. I really want you to try to stay in this box. You can make this circle smaller. It doesn't need to be that big, but again, it just shows, and if you want to spill over, that is fine by me, but I definitely don't see this to be that much longer than a whole page. So you're really getting what is essential. Really get what's essential in this, while also, so think with economy, while also demonstrating that you did do the work. And then after you complete your first conversational roundtable, you're going to create another one. But the second one, your circle is going to be identity and social justice. And I have selected 4 more articles for you to read, which I absolutely love these articles, and I hope you do too, that helps you think about identity and social justice, again, from very different authors and different perspectives around different topics as it relates to identity. In particular, in the left top box, again, moving down here, you'll put, for the new one, you'll have, again, this is identity, so you'll, oops, always typing so fast and make typos, identity and social justice. So for this first one, you're going to read Sarah Cadger's, I think is how she pronounces her last name, her article on adolescence and digital literacies, which will help you really think about our students today. Even though this was written in 2010, I think this was seminal at the time. And so think about, also challenge what is really different in what you're seeing today in 2019 when it comes to adolescents and their digital literacies. But this really relates to identity and social justice and thinking about access, who has access to digital literacies, what's the case in what you're observing in your environments today. So really try to make a lot of connections with that article. And then this is an older piece, but really looks at specifically identity of our young boys and our male adolescents. And this one's called Reading Don't Fix No Chevys. Really interesting piece that came out in 2002. Again, it's older, but really think about what you think rings true, what they were writing then and to today. This is another seminal piece that I want you to read. It's more theoretical. I absolutely love Louise Moll. Louise Moll was a professor I know from the University of Arizona, and his colleagues. They have a real interesting piece for you to think about funds of knowledge and how important it is to see your students with their assets versus deficits, really see what they know. And I hope that resonates for you, so please look at that carefully. And then your last article for this second roundtable is called Reading and Writing the World with Mathematics. And even if you are not going to teach mathematics, I just want you to pay so close attention to how this math teacher is working towards a pedagogy of social justice. It's just so inspiring, and I hope you really like that article, even if you're like, there's no way I'm teaching math. I think there is so much to gain from reading from this. And again, all of this, I'm hoping you will get some different perspectives, some different ideas around identity and social justice. And again, you're going to produce 2 of these. So the first one is building community and social justice, identity and social justice. And you will submit 2 of these roundtables into La Lima, and you'll want to bring these to class when they're due so that you can be prepared to share with your peers and how you all approach your roundtable differently. And I can't wait to see what you take from all of these pieces. So I think that hopefully will better support how you complete this assignment. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you in class.